Greetings everyone and welcome to Collector Corps and welcome to something very different, though at the same time I feel like it's very similar to other stuff I have done before. Welcome to the Armoury, and this is hopefully going to be something that's somewhat ongoing where I basically update my progress building a Iron Man Armoury, mostly from Marvel Legends, but obviously as we go along I'm sure I'll pick up other ranges, and in fact you're already looking at the cheaper Hasbro line, which is technically not 6-inch, or is exactly 6-inch, and, Marvel Legends is a bit bigger than that. And I do have another thing that is also Hasbro, but isn't Marvel Legends. But yeah, this isn't a review. So if you're coming here wanting a review of any of the figures that I'm going to be looking at, that's not what this is. I'm not reviewing them. There will be Iron Man suits that I do review in the future, but everything in this video, I will go over articulation a little bit, but generally I'm just going to look at them, say why I got them, and yeah, so I guess we may as well start with Orion. This is from, as I say, the cheaper range, and first off, I'm really sorry about the lighting in this video. It's not going to be ideal, mostly for the fact that basically I moved. It will be in an upcoming vlog, but or a haul or whatever. But yeah, because of that, I didn't have my setup, but my setup was still at my parents' house. I came back because I needed to pick up some packages. I thought I might as well record it in the actual studio setup, so yeah, unfortunately I don't have any lights because I took them with me when I moved, and yeah. So I am actually using the boom mic though, which is something that I haven't used in any other videos. But yeah, Orion, it's the cheaper range, it has less articulation, you got out, you got single elbow, swivel, nothing at the wrist, you got slight head on a ball, you got leg forward, leg out all the way, amazing, and then single knee goes, it's 90-ish, and then it has a swivel as well. Then you don't have anything at the boot, unfortunately, or the foot. But yeah, it's a decent design that we haven't actually got in Legends, and that is mostly the reason why I got it. I already have, from Legends now, at least, 2 of this suit, but not of this specific look, this Orion style. So, yeah, I thought, you know what, I haven't tried the cheaper range. I didn't know how it's scaled. It is a little bit small. It's more of a female size for Marvel Legends, which is fine. I can use it as a proto rescue armor or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely a thing. It's well painted. The articulation is fine for what it is. It does come with a power effect, which I just didn't pick up because basically, long and short of it, Orion and the other figure that I already had, which you've already seen plenty of reviews, the Gamerverse build figure Abomination Wave. These are the 2 that I actually had, and I brought them up with me when I moved, so I had to bring them back. I just didn't take the power effect, but yeah, it's a good figure, and I suppose, obviously, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you'll have already seen this figure a lot. I've got it in a flight pose currently, and yeah, it's one of the worst figures I own. I'll be completely honest, the plastic feels brittle. It's not the best look for Iron Man, though I do quite like the game look. I know, something about the figure form just doesn't quite look right for me. I do like that you can get into this flying pose, which is why it's actually in it. But yeah, it's not the most interesting of figures, and honestly, I can really do without it. But yeah, it's currently, I believe, unless I'm mistaken, it's my only non-movie red and gold suit. So yeah, and I will get onto a movie suit and also another suit that could be classed as red and gold, but I also don't think it's the same thing. But yeah, that's Gamerverse. It's you've seen it already, but then we get onto the interesting stuff now. With this current setup, as I say, I don't really have anything. I'm using a Gorilla Pod right now rather than a tripod like I normally use, so I can't move the camera back quite as much as usual. But what I can do instead is get rid of all of the boxes, because that's mostly what's getting in the way. And then I can show... Okay, that's still not going to work. But I do have, as I said, another Hasbro non-Legends, and that's the Hulkbuster. Now, this is the interactive one, so it has... And then you couldn't see it, but that lights up the power core or whatever, and also Now, I'm not sure how well that's been picked up because it is pretty loud, but I don't know if it's like loud enough to be picked up by the mic. Yeah, lights and sounds. It's a little bit annoying. It also probably talk in a minute because it just randomly decides to talk after you press the buttons. But yeah, it's a Hulkbuster. It's about 12 inches, so it's technically 1 inch too tall. In real life, it's 11, or real life, quote unquote. In the MCU, it's supposed to be 11 feet. This is which would be 11 inches in true 6 inch, as I say, it would talk again. Um, Technically, Marvel Legends aren't actually 6 inch or 6.5, so you know, it might be a little bit too tall, might be a little bit too small. I think the details are pretty good. I got this pre-owned, which is why there's a bit of damage to the head. But yeah, it has some very basic articulation of the arms. I think you can rotate the head. So I'll put that on camera. This is way too tall for the current setup, but yeah, it's gonna stand in the background, look menacing. If I get a Hulk, I might try and put it into some sort of scene with a Hulk, but I don't have one currently. I only have Abomination. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. It's a Hulkbuster. I needed one. The Build-A-Figure is way too expensive, and I'm not a huge fan of the Select. So I was like, this one looks good. It's a suit design for the Hulkbuster that I like, being from the movies, being specifically Age of Ultron. I like it. I'm happy with it. I may do some repainting. I've seen a lot of people take this exact figure and repaint it, and it looks great. I love the punching action, which I'm not going to press again, but you can just pull it out. That's the go to sleep action is really cool. But yeah, it's a neat little thing to add, and as I say, it's going to just stand at the back, just look menacing with all the other armors in front of it. I think it's going to be good, but yeah, I think moving. Oh no, that's going to be talking for a bit. But moving on from things that I have loose, I'm trying to decide what to go with now. I guess, you know what, we'll get it out of the way. This is the only MCU figure that I have, and as in, like, in this little collection. The Iron Man Mark III. Now, I'll get them all out of the box after I've just gone over them all, because obviously I'm not reviewing them, it doesn't really matter. I like this suit. It's the quintessential MCU Iron Man. It's what people think of. It's the main suit. Shut up. Shut up, Hulkbuster. That was weird. But yeah, it's the main suit you think of when you think of MCU Iron Man. It's very iconic. The look of it is great. I love the mask up, though I probably will never use it. It's a shame it doesn't have any repulsor blasts, but I mean, upcoming we have ones that have like 70 of them, so I don't think it really matters. It's a good figure from the looks of it, and that's mostly what I want it for. Hopefully it doesn't feel as brittle as the Gameverse. Hopefully none of these do, honestly. I know some of them have certain parts in certain materials, so I know that they're going to be good. This one is complete unique sculpt, so I don't know about plastic. There's a few others that are like that. I don't really know what Invincible is going to be like and stuff, but hopefully they're all good. I like the accessories with this, the little rockets and stuff like that. The little, I don't know what that is, like a mind projector or something, or hologram or something. It's a lot of cool stuff. I had to get it, and I'm probably going to get the Ironmonger, just because I'm going to get Ironmonger probably. I'm going to get a Titanium Man. I'm trying to think. The Happy Hogan pack, Rescue with Carol Danvers. There's another one as well. Then, of course, like the Ursa Major wave, the Shang-Chi wave, they have a lot of Iron Man suits. They'll be all... Generally, those things will be reviewed, because those things are actually, in my opinion, worth reviewing. I'm not reviewing any of these. Then again, I might review the Infinity Saga Mark III just because it's a relevant figure. But yeah, like, I don't plan on reviewing any of these personally. And honestly, if this gets reviewed, it'll be in like a year at this point because I'm so backlogged. But it's one of those things where it's like I needed an MCU suit. This is my ideal one. I'll probably end up getting Midas, as I say, because I'll get happy. I'm very happy with this. I'm very, very happy with this. And, yeah, I guess I keep moving it on. So, Silver Centurion. Now, this was actually the first one that I got in this recent purchasing spree. Most of these I got from Star Action Figures. But this one I actually got I got from HMV. And, I actually got this from Amazon. But yeah, I picked this one up in-store HMV. It's a in-store exclusive there. You can get it online at other places, Fan Travel fan channel mostly. But yeah, Silver Centurion is pretty much my favorite suit. It's not as iconic to me as the more standard gold and red, but this is what I think of when I think of Iron Man suit. It's a weird juxtaposition, I know, but like Silver Centurion is like my suit. It's the suit that I love the most. It's my aesthetic perfection in a lot of ways, and I love Invincible. I love the CGI animated version. I like the Extremis suit is that. I love all those designs, but Silver Centurion just has a special place in my heart, and I really do love it. And yeah, it's a good figure. It comes with some different blast effects, which are pretty interesting. Different fists. Not the most interesting accessories, but I mean, it has full set of blast effects so you can fly with him, which is something that a lot of these figures don't have, including, the movie version. And I am really excited. This is probably, above all else, this is probably the one that I'm most excited for. Maybe there's one exception, but I'll get onto that. I really love this suit. I'm looking forward to opening this one. Let's go with, I've been talking about Invincible. Invincible Iron Man stealth suit. I wanted to get the regular Invincible Iron Man, but the prices on it, in the UK at least, staggering. Honestly, it's ridiculous how expensive that suit has got, and I thought that the Gamerverse one had got expensive. This one's like, if it was new in box, this goes for like 140 or something. It's insane, and I sold the Build-A-Figure part, so I'm an idiot. But yeah, Invincible Iron Man. I like Invincible Iron Man. It's a comic run I really did enjoy reading. Stealth suit, it's cool, it's neat. It doesn't get used all too often, though I do like the sword that it comes with. And that's really why I wanted the figure more than anything. I could have probably skipped on this because it's not my ideal Invincible Iron Man. It comes with a laser sword. The blast effects are interesting. It comes with various different hands that you don't get with other Iron Man figures. Just overall, it's a very interesting design, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's the only stealth suit I have. I'm probably going to be getting the retro one that comes in. I think it's the Ursa Major wave. But still, I'm probably getting the entire wave, let's be honest. This is going to be my modern version of the stealth suit, and then obviously the Ursa Major wave. I'm saying major wrong, I know, but like, I can't say it properly. But yeah, that one is going to be my retro. This one's going to be my modern. I'm a huge fan of Invincible Iron Man. I love the comics. I love the animated series. Invincible Iron Man was really good as well. There's a lot of stuff to love about Invincible Iron Man. The suit is so sleek, and I think that's a really cool thing about the figure as well. I really like that. You know what? We've spoken about a few things that I already knew about and liked and everything. Let's talk about something I have no clue about. Iron Man 2020. Now, I know that this isn't Tony Stark. It's his brother that I can't remember the name of. In fact, does it actually say on the box? Arno Stark. It's Arno Stark in the Iron Man armor. Yeah, cool. It's neat. It has cogs on the arms. It's a pretty classic look, but with some differences. It's got a weird like WWE belt sort of thing. In terms of the figure, it comes with blast effects, which is really nice for a standard figure. It's something that I've been looking at for a long time, but like without knowledge of the source material, I really didn't care. I was very willing to skip on this, but this one was cheap, and the long and short of it, this one was discounted pretty heavily, and it offset the fact that I then got the deluxe War Machine, which I'll get into in a minute, pretty well. So I was like, you know what, if I get this, I now feel like I've spent about 18 on everything, which makes me feel a lot better, because I like to pay under retail, and with some of these figures I did pay a little bit over, unfortunately, just how it worked out. But when you add everything together that I paid about £18 odd per figure, which is a few pound underneath RRP, underneath retail price, which I can't complain about, and that's mostly because of how discounted Iron Man 2020 was. So yeah, that's mostly why I got him. It is a cool design. I'm sure it'll fit pretty well on the shelf, and if I ever get round to reading that run of the comics, I'm sure I'll like it a lot more. It's just, I don't really know about Arno. I don't really know about this suit, this storyline or anything. it just looks cool, and sometimes that's enough. But yeah, you know what? I don't want them to be saved for last. I'm just going to do it at the same time here. We've got the Star Boost and Atmosphere armors, which I haven't centered properly. That's my fault. There we go. Yeah, I don't. This is the only one from this entire setup that's actually part of the Build-A-Figure range. It's part of the Joe Fix-It range, which I do have a few figures from already. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I like this suit design, as I already have Orion, which is the exact same suit design, just this isn't a legend. I prefer this specific Gameverse design compared to this one. But honestly, like, it's not Iron Man, really. It's kind of more like a War Machine than an Iron Man, and I know it's a bit blasphemous because it is a good design. It is a really good design based on, like, I think it's Comic Igor. One of the versions of Comic Igor looks a lot like this. So, like, there's a lot of stuff that exists that's very similar to this, but I don't know. It's alright. This wasn't an exclusive in the UK. I know it's an exclusive to, I think, Walmart in the US. It's just available everywhere, so I was able to pick that up at Star. Atmosphere armor, say it's Joe Fix It Wave. They're the same figure, just different different design. But I do like that Atmosphere does actually come with an unmasked Tony head. It's not perfect in a lot of ways. I don't like the hair too much, but it's close enough to what I see as Tony. I've always got the open helmet version of the Mark III, so it's like it's alright. I'll get more unmasked heads from the waves I'm going to be picking up over time. It could be worse. I like how this comes with a full set of blast effects as well. Unfortunately, other than the head, it doesn't really come with any parts because the most bigger parts. It is what it is. I like the Avengers game. Gameverse line in general, I think is pretty good. It's weird though. I've just realised this one has a smaller Gameverse logo. This one has a wider one. That's interesting. But yeah, Atmosphere armor. It was something I needed just to, mostly for that head, honestly, and then just to have another one of this design. Star Boost is a much better figure in my opinion. So yeah, adds up. I have 2 of this design, 3 if you include Orion, and yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. It's gonna make a nice addition, and that leaves us with just one figure left. And once again, just like Iron Man 2020, this is not Tony Stark. But I needed Rhodey. Like, I'm gonna get Rescue. I'm gonna get Ironheart. I'm gonna get Jon Favreau's character Happy Hogan. That's it. So you need Rhodey. I love this design. It's very classic. It's very much my mind's eye. It works so well. It being a deluxe release has a bunch of different blast effects and flight stand, and everything just looks right. It comes with an unmasked head, so it's like I don't have to worry about that. It's great, honestly. I'm a huge fan of this figure, and I've been looking at it for a very long time, thinking about getting it, especially on r/Marvel Legends. It's in a lot of pictures, and it always looks great. I can't wait to face this up against Titanium Man, honestly, along with Mark III. Until I get a retro Iron Man, which I don't really have unless you count Silver Centurion, he's probably going to go with Mark III a lot of the time, but it's such a good figure. It looks so nice, and even like the packaging is like I've had a deluxe before. I've had Apocalypse, but just the action shots on this, the artist impression, whatever of War Machine, everything just looks so cool with him. I'm so happy to have him. This is probably the highlight for me. I think this and Silver Centurion are probably my favourites. I do love Mark III. I really do like that Invincible Iron Man. The Game Universe are okay. 2020 is okay. These are the standouts. The Silver Centurion and the War Machine Deluxe. They're so good. But yeah, let's get them all open, and we'll stand them all next to each other. I'll probably, you know what? I've made my decision. I'm going to review Mark III, so in this video I'm not going to open it. Look forward to that in the future. I don't know when that review will be out because I'm very, very behind on, or rather, I'm very ahead with reviews. I have reviews ready until like January. So I don't know if I might fast track this one to come out in like a few weeks. I don't know, but yeah, Mark III review coming out soon, eventually, maybe, question mark. Let's open the rest of them up though. And there we have it. That's every figure that I've opened. As I say, I'm not opening the Mark III, I'm going to review it. But yeah, my biggest gripe with any of these is these stands do not work, for one. You may notice that the cloth that I use as the background is a little bit messy right now in terms of just it's kind of crunched up a bit. That's because of these stands. I can fit Hulkbuster in here, fine. He works perfectly. I can fit all the rest of them in little poses, and I've got those two in pose. I've got the atmosphere. No, not the atmosphere suit is wearing the helmet or on the helmet, whatever. They're all in some kind of pose, but oh my, yeah, those stands do not work. War Machine and Iron Man 2020 are currently just laying back onto the Hulkbuster because those stands do not work. No matter what I do, I cannot get them to stay on them. War Machine just falls off straight up. His foot pegs just do not hold him on. And with 2020, he just falls forward, regardless of how much I arc him back fully, and he just leans forward. I don't know if I'm using the stands wrong. The stands do not allow the legs to be close enough together. Yeah, but that's it's all minor stuff in the grand scheme. I don't really care. Most of the time they're not going to be in flight positions. It's nice to have the stands, but I don't need them. So it's all fine. It's all fine. Otherwise, I don't really have any issues. The blast effects for Centurion with this piece, it's a bit weird. They don't really clip together that well. Also, the blast effects that were just the without the blast, just the laser. They came out of the package all bent up like that, so yeah, not too happy with that. But I mean, generally, I like all these, and I'll be honest, I do love that War Machine. I was really surprised by how good this actually is. Just playing around with it, the articulation is really nice. It feels like a good material. It's way better than that thing. Like the sword is really cool. Like the laser effect on it. The actual paintwork is so nice. It's such a good design. I really like this one. It's kind of a shame I've put it all the way to the back. I've put it behind Atmosphere of all things. But honestly, actually, the Atmosphere and Starburst or Star Boost or whatever it is, they're pretty good. I can't lie. I think they are pretty good figures. I wish, especially in case of Star Boost, when he comes with all the extra repulsor stuff, I wish he could look up further. He can look up in a flight position. He just can't. It's a shame, but whatever. Otherwise, I don't really know what else to say. I'm loving the scales. I hadn't properly been able to scale the figures next to each other, but the Hulkbuster is plenty big enough. And in fact, if I'm very careful about this. Okay, I'm probably going to knock someone over. Okay, so if I just hold the Iron Man where the head would be, about there. Yeah, if he's in like some sort of seating position, I don't really know how the setup is for the Hulkbuster on the inside. But yeah, I can see that. That definitely works. And, I don't think it's too... It might be a little bit too small, but it's not too big, which was more or less my biggest issue. Just I didn't want it to be too big. I think this is a really good start to an Armoury. I'm really looking forward to actually getting this in a proper, shelf setup. That's going to be really fun. But yeah, this is everything. So, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope the audio quality was good. I have to say, I'm using the boom mic, which... I've never used it before. I don't know how it sounds. Hopefully, if there are any audio issues, I'll have caught them in the edit. But yeah, that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. All new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. That's reviews, and then other stuff throughout the week will just be whenever. Yeah, I don't know how often I'll do these. And as I say, some of the stuff, including that Mark III, is going to get reviews. That'll be then used in these videos. But yeah, hopefully I can build a pretty good armory. I think already I've got a pretty substantial armory right here. I'm very happy. And, yeah, otherwise it's coming in from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!